Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Greg Glover.
And I'm Cindy Sexton. Today, a Chattanooga priest is closer to sainthood. Father Patrick Ryan died more than a century ago, and one of the steps to sainthood requires exhuming his body.
As you can imagine, such an unusual request will require approval from authorities, and today, Hamilton County Court officials agreed to let the Catholic Church proceed. Channel 3's Caitlin Chastain is live at Saints Peter and Paul Basilica in downtown Chattanooga. Tell us about the importance of that particular location there, Caitlin.
Well, Greg, Cindy, the importance of it is the basilica here is where the body will be taken after it is exhumed. And like you said, this process is more than 100 years in the making. Father Patrick Ryan is about 2 steps into the 5-step process of becoming a saint. And this all started about 2 years ago when the basilica started collecting the documents. However, one of the requirements is to exhume the body. And the Catholic Church does this for several reasons, including 1, to make sure that the body is there, and 2, so that it can be put into a church like the basilica here. However, this has never happened in Tennessee before, and there was some legal gray area as to whether or not the church would be allowed to do it. The phrase, "the just shall be in everlasting remembrance," is etched on the grave of Father Patrick Ryan at Mount Olivet Cemetery in Chattanooga. Parishioners at Saints Peter and Paul Basilica and the Diocese of Knoxville are hoping his legacy will be remembered by those in the Catholic Church forever.
He ministered to some of the poorest neighborhoods in town during this yellow fever epidemic in 1878.
Father Ryan led the congregation at Saints Peter and Paul Parish for 6 years. He died at 33 years old after staying in Chattanooga helping others during the yellow fever epidemic. Attorney Terrence Jones is a parishioner at the Basilica now.
As far as I'm aware, it's never come up, that any church has asked to exhume anyone's remains for the purpose of examination with their cause for sainthood.
During the cause for sainthood, the church needs to exhume Father Ryan's body, and the Vatican says the process must be done according to local government law. In Tennessee, a family member must approve of bringing up the body, but Ryan's family immigrated to the U.S. He's a priest, so he has no children, and his only recorded relative was also a priest. So the Diocese of Knoxville petitioned the state for the rights to exhume the body. The state granted it. As a parishioner and a lawyer, Jones was honored to be a part of the process.
It's fantastic. I think it's wonderful for the church in East Tennessee altogether.
Father Ryan's final resting place will be here at the Basilica, which he once led, moving him into the next step to sainthood. Now, it's not clear when the body will be brought here to the Basilica. It's up to the Vatican now as to when that exhumation will actually happen. Now, there are still about 3 steps that have to be taken before Father Ryan is considered a saint, which could take years or even decades. It's a very long process. However, for now, he will keep the title of Servant of God. Reporting live in Chattanooga, Caitlin Chastain, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.